And speaking of idiots, we got another one right here. Secretary Yellen. Economist explains that the average American's finances are fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's doing okay. You can't fill up your car. You can't put food on the table. You're doing okay. This is the message. Oh, don't take it from me. Take it from Janet Yellen. I don't know what it is with Joe Biden hiring knuckleheads, but it seems to be a running theme here. Let's expand it to Democrats. What's up with Democrats hiring people like this or electing people like Joe Biden in office? Squint your eyes just a little bit. Okay, just go like that. Go like that and tell me. Joe Biden, Janet Yellen, or maybe Hillary Clinton. Okay, you squint enough, it looks like Joey. That's all I'm saying. So just listen to what this knucklehead has to say. It's freaking wild. It's so wild.
I believe inflation will continue to come down.
Yeah, and I guess I'm just wondering if the economy continues to hold up no matter what happens on the Fed.
I think we've got a good, strong economy. We've got very strong domestic demand. Consumers are holding up. Some low-income consumers are perhaps exhausting their buffers of saving that they built up during the pandemic. We're seeing a little bit more distress at the household level there. But generally, households are in very good financial shape. Our financial system is generally quite strong. Things can always happen. There's always recession risk. Geopolitical developments could create risk to our economy. But I think we've got a good, strong economy that's on a solid track.
Oh, it's geopolitical that can cause everything. You guys, you have to understand why she's being very crafty with her words here. Oh, it's geopolitical, which is true. But the thing is that nothing that has happened that's negative towards our economy or inflation or your pocketbook or taxes or gas prices or grocery bills, whatever it is, has never been Joe Biden's fault. He has not taken responsibility for anything. What's astonishing is that when gas prices went through the roof, he blamed it on Vladimir Putin. Even though if you look at the trajectory, and we've already shown the graphs here on the show, the prices were already going through the roof before Vladimir Putin ever invaded Ukraine, but they're still going to start that at the point, I think it was February 24th, was where they're going to start the point at, well, it all happened when he invaded Ukraine. All of a sudden, things went down the pooper. No. Gas prices were going through the roof, but you want to take credit when gas prices go down, but when they go up, oh, it's Putin's fault, it's Xi Jinping's fault, hell, it's Trump's fault somehow. No, it's your fault and your agenda. She's going to be doing the same thing here of lying and saying, oh, no, households are fine. No, everything's dandy. You heard it from herself. Oh, well, they're just exhausting buffers of savings that they accumulated during COVID. Folks, if you're tapping into your savings, that is not a good thing. That is a terrible thing to tap into your emergency fund. When you tap into your emergency fund, guess what's happening? Yes, an emergency, but she's going to sit here and swindle all of you. So these come on the heels of where, and look at this knucklehead Gavin Newsom down here. Freaking Newsom poll, what an idiot. He's terrible. He's gonna be possibly president in the future, which is even another whole episode within itself. Well, Yellen's comments come on the heels of a number of polls indicating that average Americans do not agree with her, and many of them believe they were economically better off under Donald Trump than they had been under President Joe Biden. Folks, let that sink in. COVID happened under Donald Trump, and people are looking around going, yeah, shit was still better. I was doing pretty good. Doing pretty good under Donald Trump. They are so out of touch. They are so out of touch with the American people. It is really head spinning, and you're seeing it right there. A recent evaluation of several polls compiled in late March, like literally last month, the Brookings Institute showed that nearly across the board, basically, doesn't matter what you look at, Americans don't believe the Biden economy has done them any favors. Basically saying, you could throw a dart at any of these polls, and they're all going to tell you the same thing. The New York Times, which is not Republican or conservative, definitely not right-leaning, conducted in early March, for example, showed that just 26% saw economic conditions as excellent or good. Mind you, some of those people live under a rock, by the way. These are the same people that think Joe Biden is sharp. These are the same probably 26% that think Joe Biden has it all together. The guy's completely all there. He's coherent. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows the words that are coming out of his mouth. He knows his name. He knows his wife's name. These are the 26% of people. If you ask them, go, hey, do you remember Joe Biden talking to dead people? No recollection of that. In the same way, Joe Biden has no recollection of what he just had for breakfast. So these are that 26%. More than 51%, Jesus, said conditions were poor, and 23% said economic conditions were fair. So basically 74% were like, yeah, things are fair, but not looking good. But don't worry, guys, just everybody's doing fine. Now, there's another survey here that was published in late March as well. It did not paint a rosier picture for Biden. Just over 1/5 of voters, 21%, believed the economy was getting better, while more than half, 52%, said it was getting worse. Now, I'm going to be fair. I never try to lie to you guys. I won't go out of my way to do that. The economy is doing better, okay? The market is doing better, but people aren't feeling it, though. People are in such a rough state of losing the value of their dollar during that 9.1% that they haven't caught up yet. You have to make thousands of dollars more under Joe Biden than you would have under Trump to have the same amount of money than you did when you had the Trump administration in office. So you have to work exceedingly harder to have the value of your dollar be the same under Joe than when it was under Trump. It is wild. So the economy is doing better, but you're not feeling it at home. And that could be for a various of reasons and factors. Maybe your budgeting is off, or maybe you're having to tap into your savings, or maybe you lost your job under COVID. I mean, there's so many variables that go into this. The economy is doing better. Americans not feeling it. A March poll from CBS News took things a step further, asking voters to directly compare Biden's economy to Trump's. When they did so, only 38% rated Biden's economy as good, compared to 65% who said Trump's economy was good. There was COVID. There was freaking COVID under Trump, and people were like, yeah, I know, it's pretty good. Just says how great Trump is. It says how great Trump is.
I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.